Ladies, I just want you to know that treating men transactionally will not change how men treat you.
Here's how to get men to flock to you.
A lot of women are desperate, and that includes myself. I'm going to say the hard part out loud so that other women don't feel the shame anymore.
Want a guy to chase you? Here's the secret you need to know. Men don't chase me.
In my experience, a man chasing a woman makes him weak. He's more prone to be used.
If you do not get approached by masculine men on the street, in restaurants, wherever you go, I have a solution for you.
I hate to be the one to say this to women out there, but men just don't need you anymore.
And my friends are always so confused, like why guys don't come.
Well, there's no need to be confused anymore. It's simply most men aren't interested. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
What's going on?
Men get so offended when hot and successful women also want to date hot and successful men. And obviously the term success is like very subjective, but if a woman is doing well for herself, why would she not expect that out of her life partner? Make it make sense, guys.
If you do not get approached by masculine men on the street, in restaurants, wherever you go, I have a solution for you. It's actually very simple. It has nothing to do with how you look. It has everything to do with your energy. This basically means that your energy is blocked. Your energy is screaming, do not talk to me, do not approach me. Your energy is very closed. Men feel that energy and they're scared. They're scared of rejection. They're scared of approaching you. When your energy is open, people can immediately feel it. First of all, you're going to be making eye contact with people. So when a person smiles at you, you're going to smile back at them. You're going to respond to their interaction with you. You're not going to approach them yourself, but you will invite the conversation. When your energy is open, you open yourself up to meet more new people, and hence you start attracting more men into your life and you start getting approached everywhere you go.
I will agree that some women's energies push men away, and that's why they don't get approached. But it's not because men are scared to approach them. It's because men can sense that it's not going to be a pleasant encounter. It's not about fear, it's about discernment. Men have learned to read the room. If a woman gives off an entitled, combative, or unapproachable vibe, why would a man willingly walk into that? Nowadays, a lot of men are tired of being disrespected, mocked, or treated like they're disposable. So instead of trying to break through a cold exterior or play guessing games, they just keep it moving. That doesn't mean they lack courage. It means they've gained wisdom. At some point, men stop chasing validation and start protecting their peace. And if a woman gives off the energy that she's not interested, judgmental, or difficult to please, most men would rather skip the headache than waste time trying to prove themselves to someone who clearly doesn't want to be approached in the first place.
Apparently I'm a lesbian because every single guy that I'm with seems to forget that there's supposed to be a man in the relationship. So instead, I'm just stuck with two women, me and him.
Guys, it's so weird to be dating someone that's actually fucking nice to me. Who knew? Like, I was worth being nice to.
I hate to be the one to say this to women out there, but men just don't need you anymore. Men do not need women anymore. It's taken a while, but men have finally seen the light and realised that women are just not worth the hassle. Now, any women watching this, you might not want to believe this is the truth. You might actually laugh and find it quite hard to believe, purely because of everything that's going on at the moment, all the man hating on social media and women thinking 100% that they have the upper hand. But I am here to tell you, as Tabby who tells the truth, that the tides are officially turning. Men have realised that they don't need you anymore. They're not going to be running after you, chasing you, trying to buy you dinner, sending you loads of messages and compliments, because they've had enough. They actually realise, especially men of a certain age who have gone through a lot of SHIT with women before, that it's just not worth the hassle. They're happier with their friends, they're happier with just seeing their children, they're happier with their pets, their hobbies, and that it's women that actually need men, not the other way around. They may not realise this right now, but even on the most basic level, women need men for the human race to continue. Yes, I know the same as vice versa, but they do need men. But But there are so many other reasons why women are going to realise that they actually do want men. I'm actually waiting for things to turn and the whole Prince Charming thing to come back again and women to be like wanting a man so badly. But yeah, at the moment, men are realising, I see it all over my comments, that they just don't need women anymore. And I just can't wait to see when women finally realise this. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Have you officially had enough of women? And have a great Thursday.
So true. I've had enough. I am fed up of getting controlled and cheated on, being lied to, being used, and being mentally abused. Sadly true, I love women and females' company, but the drama, no thanks. If you get the return, it's worth it. But all too often it's take, and high expectations, and still not satisfied. Men don't care if women believe this or not. Times have changed, and our gender has had enough. I agree, most men have come to their senses and realized that chasing women is just a waste of time, energy, and especially resources. This realization didn't come from hating women. It came from realizing that women do not appreciate good men. They use them, they take them for granted, and they break them. Men gave their loyalty, patience, and consistency, thinking that doing right would earn them love and respect. But over and over, they saw that the more they gave, the less they were valued. This isn't bitterness, it's growth. It's the realization that peace is better than chaos, that self-respect is more important than temporary validation, and that chasing someone who doesn't see your value is the quickest way to lose yourself. Being good, loyal, respectful, and emotionally available often didn't get them love. It got them taken for granted. In fact, some women see kindness as weakness. They exploit it, drain a man dry, emotionally and financially, then move on without a second thought.
Men don't need women. Women need men. Men could survive without women. If all the women disappeared tomorrow, men would be fine outside of reproduction. Women need men. If tomorrow they made artificial wombs, what would they need a woman for? Who's a better companion, men or women? So men built the world. All the hard jobs are done by men. If men disappeared tomorrow, society would collapse. Men built the world that we complain about. The thing is, men could survive without women. Because men can be alone, women can't. Women are social beings. We need attention. And men don't. You don't see women going out to the woods and just roughing it. That's a man thing. Who's camping and fishing? It's not us.
Ladies, I just want you to know that treating men transactionally will not change how men treat you.
Sure. Except for in those cases where it almost always absolutely will. Because contrary to popular opinion, most men are actually rather observant and do understand when they're being used.
It will only reveal their extremely transactional nature to you as a woman who has been taught to give your value away for free.
Or, as more likely is the case, the guy actually understands what is going on and how the woman is currently viewing their relationship and is going to treat the woman precisely the way that she is treating him.
It will not only radicalize you, but it's also an excellent vetting strategy and an excellent way to
stay single. Yes, I said it. Because if you're going to use someone in a relationship in a transactional manner, please do the rest of us a favor and just stay single.
Because you as a woman have been taught to accept the bare minimum and the idea of love and romance in exchange for cold, hard labor. That is what men expect from you every time, I promise.
I wouldn't put much stake in that promise, but then again, I always consider the source.
Well, another term for transactional is prostitution, but you won't ever hear them come out right and just say that. This is why so many women are single, listening to single women, making it all about transactions. What's even more frustrating is that some of these women today are obsessed with pretending they're being mistreated in relationships. They love to play the victim, not because they're actually suffering, but because it gives them power and attention. This woman even said, "Treating men transactionally will not change how men treat you," insinuating that it's okay to use men as long as you do it with a smile. These same women will cry that men are emotionally unavailable, but they never stop to consider that maybe men are just tired of being used, tired of being reduced to their bank account or status. And when that game doesn't work anymore, they claim they're being mistreated or undervalued, when in reality, they were never trying to build anything real to begin with.
This is the best way to give a guy a green light to approach you if you're working in a coffee shop. I used to do this all the time. It had such a high success rate, and I tell all my single girlfriends to do this, and it has a high success rate for them too. So most of the time, you're working on your laptop, right? Let's say you see a cute guy, you know he sees you. Let's say you make eye contact, you might all of a sudden look back down and just go back to it, and you just hope that he'll come over. No. This is what you want to do. Make eye contact, give a little smile, and when you look down, keep smiling. Keep smiling like you have that giddiness, like you're so excited. This gives a guy a green light, okay? He thinks, she's excited about me. There's a little bit of electricity in the air, and then they are way more likely to go up to you. As before, if you just make eye contact, look down and pretend that there's nothing there, he might be like, oh, is that just a coincidence that we made eye contact? I don't know. So make eye contact, smile, look down, keep smiling. Trust me.
How do you make a man provide for you? This is the kind of question I keep hearing repeatedly. You cannot make a man do anything. If this is not his mindset, if this is not the way he was brought up, or if this is not in his value system, you cannot make him do that. A man who's masculine with good family values, a man who's truly in his masculine, healthy energy, will do all these things without you even asking. Even if you are not the type of woman who wants to be provided for, this kind of man will do this anyway, because this is just the way he is. You cannot make an immature boy who's in his feminine energy or wounded masculine energy provide for you or care for you or love you. The only way to be provided for, taken care of, adored, is to attract a masculine man. A 50-50 man, or a man in his feminine, wounded masculine energy, who's closed, who's stingy, who's not generous, he will never truly love you, because it also means that he's emotionally blocked.
Or maybe he's not providing for you because you're not bringing anything to the table. Many women today define masculine as a man who just keeps giving and giving, financially, emotionally, physically, while they sit back with their arms crossed, doing the bare minimum, expecting everything in return. That's not femininity, that's entitlement. She also mentioned that a man who's not constantly giving is emotionally blocked and selfish, which is completely incorrect. If a man pulls back, it doesn't automatically mean he's emotionally unavailable. It could mean he's tired of being taken advantage of. It could mean he's setting boundaries. It could mean he's finally choosing peace over a one-sided dynamic. If a man doesn't feel appreciated, if he's constantly giving and getting nothing in return, no respect, no softness, no support, he's going to stop pouring into that relationship. And that's not selfish, that's self-preservation.
So I was just sitting here scrolling and I came across a video of a girl talking about dating apps, and she was talking about Hinge and Bumble and how they're just not that great. And she was saying how in 2025, people are finding serious relationships on Tinder. And I'm very surprised by that, because the last I knew, Tinder was where you went for something casual or if you weren't looking for something serious. But I was reading all the comments. So many people had positive things to say about it, and like that they met people, they're in a relationship, they just got engaged, whatever it was, like a lot of positive comments. So I'm like, I don't know. Apparently Tinder just went through this rebranding, and I guess that's the direction they're going in, is for people to be finding something serious on there. So I don't know. Is this what we're doing in 2025? Is Tinder what we're doing? I think I might have to check it out.
Where to find men with lots and lots of money. So I'm a big believer in, if you look good, the men will find you. So let me say that again. If you look good, you're leveled up, you've had your surgeries, maybe you didn't need surgeries, but you've done your best. You've leveled up, you've had your surgeries, you've got your weave in, you've got your hair done, you've got your nails on, you've got nice outfits, you've gone to the gym, you've lost the weight. most men will find you. Money was attracted to things that look good, especially men that are earning a lot. A lot of people say they have to go here, they have to go there, but as long as you look good and you're not standing in areas that have high crime rates and you're just doing your best, you know, I'm not saying that you need to go straight into really plush places. Now, you can do that. You can go to really fancy places, but I'm a big believer that money follows beauty. I'm a really big believer in that. You know, I've heard stories of girls working in coffee shops. They were pretty girls, and some guy would come in for his lunch break, see the pretty girl every day, and you know how the rest of the story goes. He ends up providing for her, and he was wealthy. Now, if you want a billionaire, that is a little bit more tricky, but I still think that even a billionaire would follow a very beautiful woman.
You know, they have a name for women who are out here solely to find men for money. But we don't even need to spell it out. The reality is that lifestyle is temporary. You can play the get the bag game for a while, but it has an expiration date. Even if these women do manage to land a man with money, chances are he won't stick around for long. Why? Because those types of women don't know how to deal with a high-value man. They're not built for that kind of relationship. They're not there for love. They're just looking for help. They want to skip the work and cash in on someone else's grind. But men who've built something for themselves aren't dumb. They can spot a leech from a mile away. A man who has options isn't going to waste time on a woman who brings drama, entitlement, and nothing but a pretty face, especially when he knows that as soon as the money slows down, so will her loyalty. These women aren't looking for partnership. They're looking for survival. They want to be rescued. At the end of the day, beauty fades, but character stays. And when all a woman brings is her handout, sooner or later, the man she's chasing will pull his hand away.
It's just how it works. I mean, if you are a very pretty girl, it's much easier for you to get out of poverty than anyone else in the world, okay? It's like the easiest thing ever. So literally all you have to do is look good. Don't go to places with high crime rates, okay? And go to places that are decent. It doesn't always have to be like super luxurious. And just pick the right targets. That's what I would say. And also don't go for super young men, obviously. Okay? You could still get coins out of them. But I think, you know, if you're going for generational wealth, and you're going for young men, it's best to go for the dad, okay? So just look good. That's really the most important recipe. That's all I can tell you. Look good, have confidence, and money will follow you no matter where you go, because whatever city you go to, as long as you look good as a woman, men will take notice. No matter what city you go to, no matter where you live, men are always going to notice a pretty girl, no matter where she is, okay? That's why men pull over on the street in their cars when they see pretty girls alone. That's why men will come up and talk to girls no matter where they are. They are triggered. They feel the need to talk. They feel the need to spend some, obviously, and feel the need to take care of you. So it works different for them. So that's why you just have to look good no matter where you go. It's so important. And whatever city you're in, men will take notice of you.
It is true that men are attracted to beauty. But what women don't understand is that beauty isn't what keeps him. It's just what caught his attention. Yeah, a billionaire might find a woman attractive, but the real question is, what more is beyond that? What does she bring besides looks? Because once the initial attraction wears off, substance is what keeps a man around. This mentality of going for men with money while using beauty as leverage is nothing more than a sex exchange deal dressed up as dating. It's transactional. She's thinking, I'm giving you my looks and body, now you owe me a lifestyle. But men who've worked hard for their money aren't looking for deals. They're looking for peace, loyalty, and real companionship. And if a woman brings none of that to the table, he'll enjoy the moment and move on. No commitment, no investment, just a quick trade, and it's over.